Good morning, teachers, students, and everyone else present here. Today, I am going to perform an activity whose aim is matter is made up of very small particles. Materials needed are a glass of water, paint, or ink. Procedure is take a glass of water and pour one drop of paint or ink. In the second glass of water, put a little amount of colored water. We will observe that when we put a drop of ink or paint in the glass of water, it took the color of it. Second, when we put a little water of first into the second glass, we observe that water of second glass takes light color from water of the first glass. Conclusion is, even though we add ink or paint many times in a water, it will always show its effects. This proves that molecules of ink paint are very small, which get intermixed with the molecules of water. Good morning, teachers, students, and everyone else present here. Today, I will perform an activity whose aim is particles of matter have gaps between them. Materials needed are a glass, water, salt, spoon. Procedure: take a glass of water, mark the level of water. First, let it be still. Then mark the level of water. I have marked the level of water. Put 1 teaspoon of salt in the water. Stir it using a spoon or by shaking. Observation: you will observe that salt completely dissolves in water. If a small amount of sugar or salt is dissolved, there is no detectable rise in level. This shows that there are spaces present in between the particles. After some time, the salt in my glass will turn transparent. Conclusion: when salt or sugar dissolves, the particles of salt or sugar gets occupied the spaces present between the particles of water. As a result, salt or sugar gets evenly distributed in water and level of solution does not change. Therefore, we can conclude that there are spaces present in between the particles of matter. Size and number of these spaces, however, differ from one kind of matter to another. Thank you. This is my observation of water after salt is mixed after some time. Good morning, teachers, students, and everyone else present here. Today, I am going to present an activity whose aim is particles of matter are in continuous motion. Materials needed are glass, water, honey, spoon. Take a glass of water, put honey in it. After it, stir it using a spoon. Did you see that effect? Observation. We will observe that honey settles at the bottom of the glass. When we stir it using a spoon, it mixes completely. When we put honey in the hot water or heat the glass immediately, the honey mixes with the water immediately. Conclusion. In conclusion, we use an external source of energy or movement to increase the interaction of particles and to increase the speed of movement that the particles are already in. The kinetic energy depends upon the temperature and pressure. In the starting, when I put honey inside the glass, you saw that honey went in a line and settled at the bottom. This was because honey is more denser than water. Good morning, teachers, students, and everyone else present here. Today, I am going to explain an activity whose aim is particles of matter are constantly attracting each other. Materials needed are iron nail, rubber band, and dumbbell. Procedure: try breaking each of them by hammering, cutting, and stretching. See which particles are held together with a greater force. Observation: dumbbells, nails, and rubber band doesn't break or cut out easily. Conclusion: the conclusion is that materials don't break easily. This is because particles of matter are constantly attracting each other, or the force of attraction is high in solids. The pieces like rubber and foam can easily be broken because the force of attraction between them is low as compared to solids. By the way, they are also solids, but their force of attraction is low. I can show you. You can see that rubber breakouts easily. Thus proved.